We live our deep experiences if we are present. A piece of work can be present if it defines, redefines, and reflects itself. The artwork relies on the presence of the artist during making. If an artist agency is present during making, then his or her individual manifests in the work. The picture is a sum up of the artist's temporary perceptions. The final work shows one's experience to another. It develops the suspector's ability to be somewhere else in mind than his or her physical body is, just as if we were reading books.
On the other hand, there are installations, like James Turrell's works are about the guest's sense experiences. It reminds our body and mind to be where it is. We don't feel directly the individual behind the work, the suspector becomes a present part.
An artwork represents a series of made decisions. The resemblances in visual language are displaying a constant part of the artist. These similarities are showing a structural pattern, which is called I. Perceivers have the ability to learn this pattern beyond an artwork. That's why we can recognize a Caravaggio on an exhibition without reading his signature.
You are right, but there are differences between an artist's periods. An individual is always changing by new situations, experiences, by feedbacks, by new ideas, and even affected by his or her work's effects. It shows one person's different approaches and relations to reality.
Making decisions in different times about solving one problem led to redefine your opinion. Let me give a personal example. I made portraits. On one of the pieces of Judith's series, I painted 3 pictures, one layered on another. I studied consciously the differences and similarities in solutions for the same view. The process of painting was unconscious, so the similarities were, at least for me, showing my constant structure of adapting reality, while the differences show me my changing part. In the result, both were mixed up, so the receiver and me neither can divide these two parts.
The working flow also affects the artworks. In conceptual art, the idea or concept is the most important aspect of the work. When an artist uses a conceptual form of art, it means that all of the planning and decisions are made beforehand and the execution is perfunctory fair.
In plein air, to some extent, both the searching and solving of the idea or concept will be made during the process of making. In painting, time is an important factor.
And there is the middle way, to have a main concept beforehand, but through the process of defining the work during the making, the artist can actively involve visual thinking.
While creating, you realize new answers, which you should listen to. One of the main conflicts in visual arts is that the final piece only shows a still, one set, just one stop of a train of thought. Somehow, the process must be shown behind the finished work. I think that Cézanne is a great example. The suspector stands in front of the painting. He or she is a passive part, not moving. But Cézanne moved. He walked around the theme and painted one still life which included a lot of different viewpoints. While watching his painting, this moving can be perceived. It is Cézanne's process of viewing and analyzing.
Viewing one of Olafur Eliasson's work, the suspector becomes the active part. The perceiver is moved by direct sense experience. Husserl said that the first thing we must do, and first of all in immediate reflective self-experience, is to take the conscious life completely without prejudice, just as what it quite immediately gives itself as itself to be.